What up guys, today I'm going to show you how to install FSL, the version.dll file for GTA 5. So let's get it going. We're going to start by temporarily turning off our real-time protection in our Windows security settings. So go to Windows Security, Virus and Threat Protection, Manage Settings, and you'll see real-time protection here. So just turn that off and hit yes in the prompt that comes up. Keep in mind that if you have another virus protection software other than the Windows default built-in one, then you got to disable that one just the same. Now this is just because of something called false positives. If you want to do some more research on your own to feel more comfortable about it, go ahead. But as you can see on their website, it's got lots of love, lots of praise, so you have nothing to worry about here. So with real-time protection temporarily off, we can minimize the Windows security and open your browser. We're going to install the FSL file now. So you could just go in your browser and look up FSL unknown sheets and you'll find the website link here, but it's also in the description of this video, of course. So once you're here, you can read about it if you want, but the download is right here. I'm going to be doing this tutorial for Legacy. They do have an enhanced one out. It's waiting for approval, but I've also heard a lot of people using it. I'd call it practically approved, but for this tutorial, I'm going to do Legacy, but it's the same installation process for both, so keep that in mind. Once you pick your desired FSL version, just click on it and you'll be brought to this page where you can just hit download. Save it to your desktop for now. Cool, now with FSL here, let's rename it, and we're just going to delete everything in between the dot and version. So it's just version.dll. Now, I like to create one central folder for all my mod related files, so I suggest you do that. Just do mod files and let's drag the version.dll in there for now. Okay, so now we got to get to our GTA installation directory files. There's 3 different ways to do it depending on what launcher you're using, so I'll start off with Rocket Launcher first. It's very simple, just go to settings and you'll see GTA 5 here if you have it on Rocket Launcher. You can scroll down and see view installation folder, hit open, and here's your GTA installation files. And for Steam, just find your GTA 5 here, click on it and hit the gear icon, go to manage and browse local files, and here they are. And for Epic Games, just find GTA, click the 3 dots, hit manage, and right beside the uninstall button you'll see a little folder icon, and here they are. Once you've made it to your installation files, I suggest backing out once and creating a shortcut for both of these folders just for ease of access. They'll go to your desktop and then you can just drag them into the mod files folder, so they're all in one neat quick access place. Cool, so now with everything in place, we're going to right click on version.dll and hit cut. And now, dependent on what version DLL you downloaded, whether it's for Legacy or Enhanced, we're going to paste it into the corresponding one. So mine's for Legacy, so I'll go into that GTA installation folder and we're going to paste it in there. And just a convenient little suggestion, if you want, you could hit copy on the file, go back to your mod files folder and make a folder for the version of the FSL that you downloaded, whether it's 1.4, 1.5, and just paste it in there. That way you can always kind of have a copy of it nearby. Alright, so now make sure to place this folder wherever you're always going to keep it, because we're going to be setting exclusions, and if they're moved, then it'll ruin where they're set to. Alrighty, so now we have to tell our Windows security to ignore the file, so let's do that by going to the same page that you disabled the real-time protection. Scroll down, you'll see add or remove exclusions, and let's add a file exclusion to the FSL that's in the GTA installation files, and we'll add one to the copy of it if you did do a copy in the mod files folder right here. And I mean, if you really wanted to play it safe, you could do a folder exclusion of the whole mod files folder. Make sure if you do have an extra antivirus software that you add the same exclusions to that as well. But with that done, we can go back to our virus and threat protection, manage settings, and you can turn your real-time protection back on. Okay, and also on the Rockstar launcher, you absolutely have to make sure under settings that BattleEye is turned off. It has to be turned off for FSL always, so keep that in mind. Now, it is recommended to use FSL with a menu, one that can somewhat bypass the BattleEye anti-cheat, as you can read about it here on the page. And if you do not have a menu, I really suggest going in the description where you'll find a link to these 2 files you can download. And feel free to download and use these if you have a menu as well. But these 2 files are inside, and it's essentially a profile for the FSL that has over like a quadrillion dollars or something. So the path address bar, delete what's there and just type %appdata%. Hit enter, and then you may see a folder in here called FSL. If you don't, then just create a folder and call it FSL. Drag those 2 files over to the FSL folder and you'll get what's on the 2 files. The reason for that is so that you get all the money preloaded off of that backup rather than giving it to yourself without a menu protecting you. But okay, with all that out of the way now, we are good to launch. If you do own a VPN, this is the time to turn it on. They do help things run smoother. I also have 2 free VPN links included in the description of this video. I do have a menu, so I'm going to be using that to launch. Okay, now that I'm in the start menu, you're going to always want to go over to story mode first for FSL. Alrighty, now that I'm in story mode, I'm just going to create an online session here. Made it online, as you can see, and if I open up my money, you can see I have like over $1 quadrillion from those FSL backup files. If you didn't do the backup FSL files, then that money won't be there, and all you got to do is press the swiggly dash key that's right under your escape key. Keep in mind that this feature is not recommended without a menu, but if you really insist on it, then you should probably do it in an invite-only session that you're the host of, that you created. And then you can just type commands like 10M, 100M, I think there's like 1B, 10B. So I'll just type in 10B for you, and you can see I just got 10 billion. Also, if you join the CoaLwiX Discord server, then you can download a Lewis script that I'm not sure how many menus it works on, but I know it works with stand. So there's a Lewis script for FSL money. This way you can easily give yourself 1 quadrillion or remove it. And definitely check out the free CoaLwiX package for stand menu. Even if you don't have a paid stand account, you can still use almost every single CoaLwiX package feature on a free version of stand. So yeah, I mean, the package is up for free now. I decided to release it for free since BattleEye very heavily compromised modding online, meaning that these kinds of mods are ones that you can just as well enjoy being played alone or with your modder friends. And as you can see on screen, there's a whole bunch of wild madness you can mess around with in Los Santos. It's truly packed and loaded with everything that you would want, so you're not missing out on anything. And although it's a giant collection, it still is heavily organized down to a T to make sure that it's very easily manageable. And hell, if you wanted, you could even co-load stand with your other menu, so you can use all these features in with your other menu if you have a paid stand account. So like I said, you can use all of it for free if you just follow the links in the description. But before I end the video here, if you guys have had any trouble with the install, make sure to check out my helpful links in the description of this video. Feel free to come and join the CoaLwiX Discord. We all help each other out if we need help with anything and keep each other up to date. We share each other's files, and it's just altogether a great server to be in as a modder. But other than that, I appreciate you for watching the video. I hope it helped out. If it did at all, let me know by leaving a like or something. That'd be cool. Yeah.